Do you ever wonder why like certain patients leave and they don't take up on the care or never fully understand like what you're actually offering, or maybe they never fully completed the recommendation that you offered? This video is going to be talking about how to improve your PVA and how to improve your retention. This video is for you if you're working through. Hey there, it's Laurence Tham here, your chiro coach, and today's topic is about retention and increasing your PVA. If you've ever been in a position where patients leave earlier than you thought they should have been leaving, or they're not following through with your recommendation, why does that happen? Now, there's obviously a variety of factors that hasn't. It happened to me, and it took me a long time to figure out like what was actually going on. But I definitely know that there's one major thing that happens that you're doing as a chiropractor that influences them leaving earlier. And obviously, like I said, there's a whole bunch of things. We're going to pick one thing today in today's video. And this is how I would improve your retention. I'd love to see how this would help you do this. It's very simple. Now, my question to you as a chiropractor is, what are you doing this for? So what I mean by that is, what is your intention for your patients as a chiropractor, regardless of what problem they have? Okay, so I know that's a kind of a big question to ask because everybody's going to say, well, it depends on what they have. Now, I'm asking you, as a chiropractor, what is your intention when you put your hands on someone and giving them a recommendation? What are you trying to get them towards? And as a generic thing, I know everybody comes in with a different problem, but what is your intention? And your intention can be very varying depending on how you answer this question, right? For some people, it's like, I just want to help them. Okay, but help them, like what? Help them just be like 10% better or 50% better or 100% better? And what does better mean? And that's what I mean by being very clear on your intention. I think the lack of clarity on the intention is the problem. Let me explain. An intention for a patient could be, I want to get them out of pain. Okay, that's one intention. By the way, I'm not saying this is right or wrong. You got to find out what's right for you. That's one way. Or the intention could be, well, I want to get them out of pain, but also want to make sure they're moving better too. Okay, that's another intention. Or is it the intention going, I want them to move, feel, and also be like back to normal? That's another intention. Or it could be, I want them to feel so amazingly well that their quality of life is improved, their nervous system is fully functional, right? And also that we reduced all the patterns and all these old issues so that they're actually going to be the best version of themselves. That's another intention, right? Or maybe even it's like, I want the best quality of life for that person so that they're even getting better as they age. And in fact, they're actually able to handle themselves for the physical, chemical, emotional stresses that they're actually having, that they're going to be able to adapt to anything that life throws at them. Okay, I was having this conversation with a couple of people today, and that's the question I asked them. And why is that so important? Well, because I showed you like 4 or 5 different types of intentions there, each one of them very valid. But you got to ask yourself, what is your intention when you're a chiropractor? Is your intention just to get rid of pain, or is it the far-reaching, the other side of like improving someone's quality of life, that they're actually continually getting better so that there's no stresses, in their life. They can adapt to any stresses in their life. What is it? And anything in between. There's no right or wrong answer to you. Like, I don't care if it's more for you. Like, I know some chiropractors say like, you have to be this or this. Listen, stop listening to other people, right? That's my last video. Like, this video is about, what is it for you? Because you're the one who's recommending. People are coming to you as being the expert. You got to decide what that is. Now, the question is, right, is that if it's this at the end here, I want to ask you this. Are you just saying that because you expect me to confirm that with you, or that's what you think I want to hear? Or is that really what you believe? And most chiropractors, when I talk to them about this, they really truly believe that. How do I know? Well, I usually ask them like, how often do you get adjusted and why do you get adjusted? It's usually not just because of pain. They're usually because they're getting adjusted regularly because they're trying to get to that level. Okay, great. If that's true, if you do believe in that, is that what you're recommending to your patients? I really want you to think about that. Are you recommending that? Most chiropractors are not. They say they are, but they actually they think they are, but they're really not communicating that. And then another question goes, how long do you think that's going to take? Regardless of the problem, let's say the typical person that comes into our practice, how long do you think that's going to take? Is it going to be 12 visits? Or is it going to be like maybe 30, 6 months, year? I don't know. What is it for you? Based on your technique and your expertise. But I can guarantee it's not a couple of weeks, right? Or definitely not 12 visits that you can get them to full functional or increase your nervous system get to a point where they are dealing with their stresses better and improving performance. Like if that's your true intention, then you're not going to get there in 12 visits, right? But why do most chiropractors still have a PVA of 12 or less? Why? Is because you might think that your intention wise, but you sell this. That's the problem. You talk a big game or think a big game, but you sell them this. Why? Because it's more comfortable. It's fear. You don't have any rejection from them. You think that's what they want, or you think that if I just get them to do this, they will trust me more so I can sell them that. Bait and switch, by the way. That's not good. Because you don't, and you don't have the confidence to do that. You don't like the rejection and how it makes you feel. All of that comes into play in our heads. Trust me, I've been there. But the reality is that you're giving yourself into fear of actually telling the truth of what you feel is most beneficial for that person. You're not really giving them the whole picture. You're selling them a portion of it. It's almost like someone who's in any business selling you only a part of what they think you can afford or what you think you want to buy, instead of actually telling you that you're like, this is actually going to help you. How pissed off are you going to be? If I went in and I want to do this particular project, and they only sold me half a computer, or just a computer, but they didn't sell me the mouse. And even though they knew I needed the mouse, or they sold me a computer, they thought that's the only thing I can afford, even though I said, but they didn't sell me enough RAMs or enough memory in computers to be able to actually store all my videos. That's wrong of them, right? How much trust do I have with that person anymore? No, none. If you're going to do the best job as possible as a chiropractor, is be able to, one, be true to your intention, be true to yourself. Two, be able to make sure you recommend what's in here, what you feel is actually right for this person, that's for the betterment of them. This has nothing to do with your pocketbook or how many adjustments you're going to get or increasing your profitability in your practice. No, it's nothing like that. It's about the patient. It's always been about the patient. It's always about what is best for them, but not necessarily for, what they say they want, but more about what can you offer them in terms of what you're able to, which is that. Now, I didn't say every single person is going to accept that, but that's not your choice. That's the choice of the patient. You want to offer them the whole gamut and then allow them to choose whether it's right for them. Who's to say, who are you to judge whether someone can afford or can't afford or don't want that if you never offer it to them? If you want to learn how to improve your PVA and also build your retention, it's actually doing that. Simply just tell them what you want to help them with and let them choose whether they want that or not. If they say no, then great, modify it. Recommend, well, that's what I would recommend, but here, if you only want this, then this is what I recommend. But be true to yourself, because as a chiropractor, one of the best things you can do is be honest, be truthful, because that's when trust is built. When you have trust, you have more referrals. When you have more referrals, you don't need more new patients from like outside sources and less marketing and more energy spent on the patients that you care about you already. When you do that, your practice automatically grows. So these are the types of things and conversations you should be having. If you want to know more, like this is just one thing of many, then go to conversionmastery.com, because that's what we teach in that program. And that program is an online program that teaches you all these specific skill sets to help you improve your PVA and your ability to communicate your truth. I don't tell you how I would practice, because that's not your truth. That's my truth. How do you practice? But I give you language and frameworks that allow you to be honest and be truthful without being manipulative. That's what we want. We need more chiropractors like that. So if you want to learn more, I hope this video has been helpful. If you do want to dive deeper into get more mastery, go to conversionmasteryprogram.com. But otherwise, I hope this is helpful, and it has been. Love for you to comment and let me know what was helpful in this particular video. Do you resonate with this? If it does, please let me know. Try it. I'd love for you to try it and see how that goes. Listen, you're not going to get 100% strike rate. That's not what the intention is, but you are honest with yourself. And I think people will appreciate that. Patients will see that. Patient will see a little bit difference in you, and the confidence will build in itself that you matter. What you do matters, and that's what patients are looking for. Can you make a difference in their life? I'm Laurence Tham, your chiro coach. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Go to youtube.com or check out the videos there, or go to Facebook and share this video with someone you think will resonate with this message.